Board of Visitors for the College of Arts and Sciences. We have just completed our meeting and we have very good representation from our board. Members of the Forensic and National Security Sciences Institute Board of Advisors, and Corey Driscoll, who's here representing Congressman Dan Maffei, who couldn't be with us today. We have Lindsay Beniski, who's representing State Senator John DeFrancisco, who couldn't be with us today. Jared Jones, who's representing Senator Gillibrand. And we are very happy that Assemblyman Bill Magnarelli is with us today. So thank you for coming. And I also want to give a special thanks to the many faculty, staff, and students who've been instrumental in making this day a reality. So please join me in thanking them for this celebratory event. And now we gather today here in Lyman Hall for the opening of state-of-the-art research laboratories. And Lyman is the right place for this institute. It has an illustrious history in the sciences. It was the original home of the Department of Biology, of Botany, of Geology, Zoology, Psychology, and Geography. So it has a long history of supporting research in the sciences. And now it is home to these new laboratories, which mark a new chapter in the life of the building and in the college. So I want to now introduce Eric Spina, our Chancellor and Provost. Chancellor Spina has been at SU for 25 years. He was Dean of the L.C. Smith College of Engineering and Computer Science prior to his appointment as Provost, and he assumed his duties as Chancellor in October of this year. He's a revered teacher, scholar, inventor, and academic leader. He's brought pivotal leadership to SU and has built research programs for the future. He has forged collaborations that simultaneously enrich scholarship and education, that transform our community and tackle some of the greatest challenges of our time. So please join me in welcoming Chancellor Eric Spina.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. Great to see so many folks here. And before I offer some remarks, I just want to really ask you to join me in thanking George for his leadership, for his vision, working closely with Jim Spencer and a host of faculty and staff to really take the Institute from an idea to something that over the last few years has really taken on a lot of meaning, and now today we'll move forward even further. So thank you, George. It's a pleasure to be here, a pleasure to have the opportunity to participate in this important dedication ceremony, a landmark event that promises to further propel the critically important work of the Forensic and National Security Sciences Institute here at SU. Now, as we all know, this is a field, forensic science, that holds particular significance for SU, having been touched directly by terrorism 25 years ago with the bombing of Pan Am Flight 103 over Lockerbie, a senseless act of violence that took the lives of 35 SU students returning home from a semester abroad. National and global events since that dark time have only further underscored the vital need for groundbreaking research and scholarship that will help to deter such devastating acts of violence at home and around the world. It's also a field that exemplifies SU's deep commitment to interdisciplinary and collaborative scholarship and research dedicated to tackling some of the most pressing challenges of the day. The Institute was founded 2 years ago, as George said, in response to an urgent national call from the National Academy of Sciences for enhanced research and educational training in the field of forensic sciences, which we differentiate from forensics, as Jim and George have schooled me from day one, really a deep foundation in the hard sciences. The new laboratory suite that we're here to dedicate reaffirms the college's and the university's response to that call, and it dramatically speaks to our institutional commitment to leveraging and building on our strengths across disciplines to create signature research opportunities and educational environments in which student and faculty scholars can work together and pursue transformational scholarship with global ramifications. This laboratory suite is a place where first-rate scholars, students, and professionals from across a range of disciplines can collaboratively pursue innovative solutions to some of the thorniest and unprecedentedly complex problems of the day. Their work will perpetuate the spirit of collaboration that made development of this laboratory space possible through an asset transfer agreement between Syracuse University and SRC Incorporated, which we're deeply thankful for. The laboratories upstairs house nearly $1 million in biochemical research equipment, and even more valuable is the addition of 2 distinguished scientists to our faculty, Professor of Practice Dave Knabel and Senior Scientist Mike Marciano, who joined SU Biology Professor Bob Silver in pursuing bioforensics research. The state-of-the-art laboratory suite and team of accomplished scientists further enhance SU's teaching and research capabilities, underscore our institutional commitment to collaborative interdisciplinary scholarship, and strengthen SU's standing as a national leader in advancing research that addresses the vastly complex forensic and security challenges facing the nation and world today. So profound thanks to all who played a key part in making this laboratory suite a reality, and thanks to all of you here for your support leading to this point, and as we move forward to make sure that this facility, that this institute continue to place Syracuse University where we should be, in the vanguard of research in this critically important area. So thanks to you all.
Thank you very much, Chancellor Spina. I forgot to mention that we also have, as a visitor today, David Scalisi, who's representing Assemblyman Roberts. We welcome you here today. So it is now my pleasure to introduce the founder and executive director of the Forensic and National Security Sciences Institute, Professor Jim Spencer. Jim is a professor of chemistry. He's the Emeritus Professor and Associate Dean for the Division of Natural Sciences and Mathematics in the College of Arts and Sciences, and the Associate Dean for Research. He is an inorganic chemist who, with over 75 papers and 6 patents, and he's responsible for the development of the college's Forensic Science Excellence Initiative that was transformed into the Forensic and National Security Sciences Institute. He has developed new courses in forensics. He has launched an undergraduate major. He's created a minor in forensics. He's led the development of a master's degree program in forensic science and has worked to create a joint law degree, a JD-MS degree program. And he's prepared various long-range planning strategies, and he serves as a PI on grants from the National Institute of Justice. It was Jim's vision that inspired our work toward a future that we are now realizing, and we really thank him for his leadership. So please welcome Professor Spencer.
Thank you, Dean Langford and Chancellor Spina, for all of your steadfast and support and encouragement over the years, because really it's been together that we've developed the standard-setting forensic and national security sciences program in the nation, and I would contend even in the world. My deepest thanks to all of you and to the faculty members and institute leaders who have contributed in such exceptional and seminal ways to bring us to this key stepping stone today. As Chancellor Spina mentioned, the National Academy of Sciences report called on the professional community to strengthen scientific research and education in the field and bring forensic science and national security sciences together as a rigorous discipline. Our institute has responded to this and is still the first and only institute that brings together these fields truly in a quest to discover and develop new science-based forensic understanding and methods, and to prepare highly trained professionals to combat crime and terrorism locally, nationally, and even globally. Today, we really face complex problems in both forensic science and international security sciences, and they share something in common. Forensic science tends to look backwards in time to piece together what has happened in the past, while national security looks forward to try to determine what might happen with the goal to predict, detect, and mitigate potential problems and threats. But both of these intersect at the present and rely centrally upon science and technology to show the way. The Institute's mission is to employ SU's state-of-the-art scientific research capabilities and expertise at the heart of a national research university to lead the way through science and technology to deal effectively with these real-world problems through research, curricular programs, professional partnerships, and collaborations. But the Institute is also opening new doors and collaborations for research that were never really possible before by providing a collaborative interdisciplinary place where our work in these fields can coalesce under one banner. One of the central goals of the Institute is to bring researchers, scholars, teachers, and students together to begin to address these problems in new and creative ways. And our commitment to be the national leader in these disciplines is really wonderfully exemplified today by the work to be performed in the new laboratories that we dedicate. Illustrative of this, it is really my pleasure to introduce one of the gifted scientists who will be leading the work in some of the labs that we open today. Dr. David Knabel is a world-recognized leader in bioforensics with extensive expertise in forensic ecology, molecular biology, and related disciplines. He and his group, along with that of Professor Robert Silver, are developing new pioneering methods that were unimagined just a few years ago and are leading to amazing results. These new labs will allow the continuation of this stunning forensic research with truly worldwide implications. Thank you.
Thank you, Dean Langford, Chancellor Spina, FNSSI Director Spencer, and welcome members of the Board of Trustees and the Board of Visitors and our guests. Today's a great day. I'm honored to be here as a member of a distinguished team, Robert Silver, Mike Marciano, our students and graduate students, as we celebrate SU's commitment to forensics and national security science. Our team is rounded out by Professors Spencer, Sweeter, Sponsler, and Ulrich Englich. The three of us, Bob, Mike, and I, are fairly new here at SU, and as you've heard, we are helping to write a new chapter in the direction of the life of the university in forensic sciences. The three of us bring our expertise, but we also bring collegial and professional relationships that are both near and far. Here in Lyman, we'll be using DNA technologies to solve problems associated with crime and terrorism. The application of molecular biology and ecology to law enforcement and forensics is a new concept. Add that to Bob's groundbreaking work in the detection and remediation, the inertization of combustible materials, and you have a new template for the study, application, and teaching of forensics. And of course, the work is not possible. We couldn't do this without the support of the college and the university, access to the cutting-edge facilities that you'll see upstairs, state-of-the-art equipment. But it also is built upon these relationships that we have with colleges and universities, those in U.S. agencies, both locally, nationally, and globally, that are positioned around the world to help focus on forensic problems, as well as teachers and practitioners in the forensic sciences. Our colleagues have critical needs in the forensic domains that we study, problems that we have created novel solutions for, and which will continue to push the envelope towards in generating solutions to new problems that arise, whether it be local, national, or global, as Jim said. And we've learned that our colleagues are thrilled for us to be here at FNSSI and within the university. The community of excellence that the university represents and has created for us here, and what we recognize and celebrate today. And the three of us also bring something else that's critical to the mission of the university. We represent teaching and mentoring and scholarship excellence. We bring award-winning teaching experience to this group, and we want to foster that with our students. So our passion is not just in the science of forensics and in discovery, but in teaching students and training them for the future. And we've all had those critical experiences in our lives, those events that happened that set us apart from our colleagues, that we personally grew from in powerful but probably unexpected ways. Our desire for our students here is they experience those same kinds of rigorous experiences that will also help them separate them apart from their colleagues from other institutions. We want them to excel in their careers as forensic scientists. So today is more than just a celebration of this wonderful space and this new equipment. It's a celebration of our values: rigorous training, creative teaching, personalized mentoring, the same values that we honor for preparing all of our students at the university to succeed in the global marketplace. And I'll add one more point. SU has a special place in my personal and professional career. My PhD mentor, J. Ruby Vestal, did his postdoc here with Donald Lundgren. He studied a wonderful bacterium named Thiobacillus ferrooxidans. Acid-loving bacterium that had interesting ways of metabolizing metal. And little did I know when I started with him in 1984 that I'd be walking in some of the same halls that he did when he was here at SU. So it's a wonderful day. Thank you for being here. I'd like to introduce one of our students who's going to be pushing the future of forensics, Stephanie Gladdick.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Stephanie Gladdick, and I'm a first-year student in the Forensic Science Graduate Program here at Syracuse University. I received my Bachelor's of Science in Forensic Science, as well as a minor in Chemistry and a certificate in DNA Analysis from Madonna University, which is a small private institution located in the suburbs of Detroit, Michigan. My ties to SU began in my undergraduate years when an opportunity arose from Dr. Shannon Novak's anthropology lab located upstairs in Lyman. I was granted access to one of her collections through my mentor for independent student research involving the use of ancient DNA for ancestral analysis. However, Madonna at the time was an institution that was still getting its footing in student research, which meant we had to make do without high-tech equipment. Coming from a small university to a large research institute such as Syracuse University does have its perks. The addition of the new labs of Dr. Dave Knabel, Mike Marciano, and Dr. Robert Silver in conjunction with the existing forensic research labs allows students, much like me, the opportunity to encounter equipment that appears on many laboratory job postings. Trust me, I've looked. These new laboratories facilitate encounters not only with shiny high-tech equipment, but more importantly, they'll also expand the space for students who want and need the independent research experience and mentorship, which is invaluable as a young scientist. I couldn't be more excited with the opportunities presented through the Forensic and National Security Sciences Institute and everything it has to offer, including the new labs upstairs. Thank you.